Hello guys, today I wanted to show you how to cook Carinthian noodles. Those noodles are kind of filled noodles, so they look like this. It's kind of a noodle, right? So typically you cook them in water. So what we're gonna prepare is a hot pan, and we will cook some water. And then we add some salt and we bring it to a boil. We don't use too much salt because we're gonna let the water evaporate, and then we're gonna cook the noodles in the water, and then we will add some butter and fry them. So let's start. So we add the noodles. Those will boil for maybe 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and I would need a cover. That's maybe the better version. Alright. So we let them steam, kind of. And in the meantime, I will prepare a salad because typically you eat them with salad. So I have an induction stove which is pretty strong. So that's the boost functionality, and I go back to number 4, and I will also switch on the suction so that you can see me, right? And yeah, those are gonna steam. And so this is iceberg lettuce, and this part doesn't look so good. So just clean it up, and then you get the fresh leaves inside. And so that's a little bit too low. And then you rip it apart, rip it into pieces. Alright, so clean this, tear it apart, make some nice bite-sized chunks. That depends on your preference, right? We can steam a little bit more. And then you gradually add water until the noodles are done. Yeah, that's maybe enough. And then give it a rinse in hot water. I will add some small tomatoes. And maybe like that. And then we're gonna wash them as well. And I will add also some bell peppers. So the noodles are starting to lose their transparency. I will try to show this to you. So you can see the top part is transparent a little bit, and the other part is getting cooked. So still need some time. You can also shake them a little bit, and then afterwards we will fry them in butter. But we'll do it on the same pan, so we will make a combination. Alright. Alright, so that's the salad. And then we slice the tomatoes. So that's for the tomatoes. And we also dice the peppers. So my water is gone, so we will add some more water to steam it more. And that's what you do until you see that all of the noodles look like they have been cooked. And then we add the bell peppers. Or like the bell pepper, it's just one. Alright. So for the sauce I take a little bit of water, because I'm not a friend of totally sour salad. And then we use apple cider vinegar and olive oil. Also salt and pepper. And then you add your salt. So this is dried herbs, so I try to give them a little soak. Black pepper. So what we now can try to do is, now that the noodles start to get cooked, we can flip them once. And then we can also add the butter. So I use a big chunk of butter like that. And we're gonna melt it in the pan. So now we're gonna steam it, continue steaming it, and with the butter, so if the water is evaporated, it starts to fry on top, and then we'll flip them again and continue frying on the other side. So this one is brand new. So I'm very careful with the vinegar. Maybe a little bit more. So now if you look inside, you will see the butter is melting. So the butter is melting, and when the water is gone, it will start to fry. Alright, that's for the sauce. And then obviously we will add the olive oil. So for a good vinaigrette, you use 2 times the amount of oil than the liquid. And then we'll get a nice, it will be emulsified, right? So it will be, the water will be taken up by the oil. So now by the sound I can hear that it starts sizzling. So we are at the point. So as you can see here now, the same concept, the butter has emulsified with the water, and now the water will evaporate and start frying. Alright. We also will try to toss the salad, but you have to be very careful. So if you now take a look, you will see the milky butter is going to get clear, so the water is almost gone. And this is the point where it's starting to fry. And you can hear it by the sound, it's starting to sound like frying and not like steaming. And now the butter starts to brown up. That's the sugars inside the butter are going to brown, and the proteins. So now we turn them, and as you can see, the bottom side is now fried up. Now you can turn it off because it's basically done. And now I'm going to plate it up. Yeah, that's perfect. And then you can add the brown butter on top. So, see you in the next setup. Alright, so welcome back to the mukbang part of today's video. I prepared the noodles like so. Alright, and of course the salad. So I hope it's cooled down a little bit. So the Carinthian noodle is kind of ravioli or mandu, and it's filled with a curd, potato, and herb filling. There's mint inside. So there's mint, potato, and curd inside. So I will try to open it up so that you can take a look inside. My stuff. So that what it looks like this. So it's, yeah, it's curd, potato, sometimes leek, mint and other herbs, garden herbs here from the Austrian region. And it tastes really good. Not everyone likes the taste of mint in food, so that's not very common in Europe to have mint in hearty dishes, right? So this is salty and hearty. You taste a little bit of sour taste from the curd. The amount of salt I added was perfect. So because you evaporate the water, you have to be careful with the salting process. So don't put too much salt inside the pan. And typically you eat this with salad. Still very hot. Yeah, this one tastes good. So for the salad, it could have been a little bit more salt, but I think it's okay. Because the main course is the noodle, and they should have the more intense taste compared to the side dishes. And you also taste the browned butter, which is a little bit nutty and sweet. Yeah, so that's for today's cooking and eating. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will not show you all eating it up. I will open up one more noodle and change camera position so you can see what it looks inside. Yeah, so that's what it looks inside. You can see the little white pieces. This is the curd, and the rest is potato and the herbs. I'm filming out of my hand, so I hope it's not too shaky. Yeah, I give you a close-up. Hopefully the microphone doesn't touch the oil. So alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the cooking and eating part of my Carinthian noodles special. I'm here in Austria, so that's why I made the Carinthian noodle special. Yeah, the taste is really great. So thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.